My position on the board of directors of the Child Wellness Institute, ChildWIN, has been a perfect transition for me after over 40 years as a practicing school psychologist, a graduate school program director, and a licensed psychologist. To be part of a group that advocates for preventative practices, programs, and policies to assist children and families makes my position on the board a very exciting one and a very welcome one after all my years in the professional world. So many resources are devoted to intervention. For me, intervention is like locking the barn door after the horse gets out. True prevention means we want to do something to make the horse not necessarily want to escape the barn after all. Prevention comes in different sizes and at different times depending upon need. Basic prevention, what we call primary prevention, is the application of sound psychological practices to assist children and families. Things such as promoting and teaching social emotional learning in the schools, promoting and teaching sound parenting practices to families in the community, providing high quality preschool experiences for all children in the neighborhood, and also family work practices, family leave practices that will allow parents to both work and parent their children at the same time. And practices such as these, basic primary prevention practices, tend to benefit most families out there and most children out there. However, there are some children who come to us with more risk, more of a high risk background, and they require a different level of services. What we've learned from a recent study on adverse childhood experiences, the ACEs study, we've learned that the future lives of children who grow up in very hostile, threatening, violent, abusive, and neglectful homes tend to have a far worse outcome than those who didn't experience such things. And these children need a different level of services. And we know for the most part that about 80% of those at-risk children tend to get the services they need, such as psychological services, social work services, counseling services, in the schools. But sometimes school monies devoted to such services are directed toward more physical safety needs, such as armed guards in schools and things like that. As much as we need those physical safety measures, we also don't want to see money taken from services directed to those high-risk children. And the earlier the intervention, the better. We know that early intervention is less costly and more effective than later interventions that require a more intensive level of services. I always thought that rather than spending $15 to $20 million on building a new elementary, middle, or high school, that money might be better spent in community programs, getting the word out to the community that there are things that can be in effect that can assist them with not just their generation of children, but future generations of their children as well. So in summary, I'm very happy to give my time, effort, and support to ChildWIN because its message really resonates with me. It's an investment in the lives of these children and future children. And I hope that you too appreciate your investment, what your investment will do also in the investment of the lives of children and families. And you know that this will assist both this generation and generations yet to come. Thank you.